Hey everybody, Brannon Beliso here. Today's entry. I'm going to give you a minute to get on, get aboard. But I'm entitling today's entry, Don't Give Up. Now, on the surface, that might sound like a simple statement, right? As they say, easy to say, hard to do, right? And I feel you on that. I feel you. And as you're coming aboard, say hello. I love to know who's aboard, connect with you. That's always a good thing. So if you're coming aboard, I see lots of people coming on. Go ahead and... So don't give up. I have a friend, I would call him right now, going through some hard times. And I can hear it in his voice. You know, he's beaten. He's alone. He's empty. He feels like he has nothing. He doesn't have a reason. There's no meaning. There's no purpose. And you feel like you can't go on. And that's a very real human emotion. It's one we should not deny. It's one that we should accept as part of being human. The frailty that comes with being human. That we are going to have those days when we would much rather just pull the blankets over our head and wish the day wasn't there. And we wish the day wasn't there because of the feelings we're feeling. And that's very real. And it's one of the stories in my book that I talk about coming up. My new book, Live, Learn, and Grow. Lessons of a Reluctant Tiger. But I talk in that about the time my sister Lisa died. And if anybody knows the history of my sister Lisa, her and I spent about 3 years together in a foster home. We practically raised each other after that because we had a parent that was not present. She was my mom, she was my best friend, she was everything until she was 40 when she passed away. And about the same time, I just opened the new school, my first school over on Terraville Street. And I can remember I didn't have a teaching staff. So if I didn't teach, the rent wouldn't get paid. And in the beginning, that's how close it was, right? It was just that way in the beginning, as we're trying to build this school and grow the school. So I can remember standing there with 10 minutes to go before a class is starting, putting on my uniform, crying, just crying, because I was so sad. And at the time, I don't really know how I did it, how I got through it. But looking back, if I had to say anything, there were several motivations. One, I know my sister who passed away would definitely want me to miss her. But she would hope the sadness would pass, because I think I would be doing her a huge injustice if my life was completely ruined because she died. Right? And this was 15 years ago now, I believe. I think I lose track in there. 16, 15 years. It's been so long. But it feels like yesterday. So I think that was the first thing. Because I remember standing in the funeral parlor, not the funeral parlor, at her eulogy, looking out at about 400 people, and I said to them, this is the saddest day of my life, and this is the happiest day of my life. And they looked at me, right? This guy's just distraught, he's upset, his sister died. And, but my reply was, I wouldn't be this sad unless I was allowed to love so completely. Right? So whenever we're experiencing a loss of a relationship, things of that nature, we can only feel so sad. We can only feel so lonely. We can only feel so alone because we were allowed ourselves to love so deeply. And what a gift is that? What a gift is that? I know in life, many people will shelter themselves off. They'll protect themselves from love because they don't want to get hurt. That's reasonable. I know there are bad people in the world that are out to hurt you, take advantage of you, get over on you. There are those people. That's just the way they are. But I've learned, if I walk around and look at it like an old medieval castle, if I put this big, thick wall around me to protect myself from being hurt, I block out everything. I block out the good people. I block out the good love. There's a lot of great people. There's a lot of wonderful love in this world. I just simply block it all out by default because I've got these really thick walls. They protect me, but they protect me from everything, including the good stuff. Okay? So every day when I wake up, what I tend to do, well, not I tend to do, I do. The first thing I do when I wake up is I breathe in and I say, I am breathing. I breathe out and I say, I am grateful I get another day to live my best life. And that's really where it begins. And I think that's the second thing that helped me when my sister passed. I was grateful that I still had a business that was just starting out and it was mine. I was grateful I got to share 40 years with my sister, more than most people got with her. I spent so much time with her, and I feel very, very grateful for that. I was grateful that I'm still here to celebrate her life each and every day by going out there and making my life amazing, amazing, because I know she's smiling down upon me, and that's my belief system. And then most importantly, God. However you want to define that. Good orderly direction. Some people believe in Buddha. Some people believe in Allah. Whatever your belief system, find it. Every medical study has proven when someone's going into some kind of really serious surgery or they're facing some kind of health crisis, they will ask them if you have some type of faith to utilize that power. Because that power of faith is stronger than anything. How is it, and we've seen this time and time again, case study, people have been diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, you're going to die in 6 weeks, boom, 30 years from now they're still here. How is that? How is that? How is that? Because of faith. That one scientific, that science can't put data on. Science can't put data on faith. But they do know, even though it's unexplained, that it helps people through major surgeries. Miracles have happened. So-called miracles, for the lack of a better word, have happened. They're there. They're there. So, for my friend, I'm going to tell you, don't give up. Because it's when we do give up that we become depressed, we become desperate, we become sad, we might even become suicidal. The minute I no longer have faith, I give up. But here's the yin and the yang of that, okay? When I surrender my self-will, when I turn it over to my higher power and God, for me, Jesus is another word. When I turn it over and I say, let go and let God, it's amazing. I got to do the footwork, believe me. I just don't sit there on a rock meditating, waiting for God to fix everything. No, I do the hard work. I do the hard work, and I am not giving up. I am not. As I say, I'm going to drive this car until the wheels fall off. And that was courtesy of Martin Lawrence. He said that, the comedian. I will. I'm going to drive this car until the wheels fall off. I am not going to give up. So please, my friend, do not give up. Do not give up. But surrender your self-will. Because life is something that happens while we're busy making other plans. Courtesy of John Lennon. I love quotes, It's something that happens while we're busy making other plans. That's life too. And to be okay with that, to accept life on life's terms, is very crucial to my peace and my serenity. There's so much in this world that I'm not in control of. There isn't. But I believe I'm accountable for not giving up. I'm accountable for doing my best. I'm accountable for working really, really hard. Those 3 things I can do. I'm not in control if someone chooses to leave me. I'm not in control if somebody dies. I'm not in control if somebody chooses not to like me. I'm not in control of any of those things. And ultimately, I believe control is an illusion. Try not going to the bathroom for 24 hours. You're not in control of anything. We spend our whole life trying to control the perfect kick, control our moves. So finally, control is an illusion. But what I am is responsible. What I am is accountable. And those things I can do. So I'm going to say it again. Don't give up. For the young school owners out there, same thing. You know, I know it's not easy. I know you might be struggling. You might be 3-4 years into your school and you have 50, 60 students right now. You know, and you're just downtrodden and you feel like, man, I have nothing left in the tank and I want to give up. But as they say, don't give up 5 minutes before the miracle. There's that great Facebook picture. It's a cartoon where two guys are digging, right? They're both digging. And this guy on top is turning around walking away. This guy on the bottom is digging. And the gold is like 2 inches away. But the guy on the top gave up. And the guy on the bottom kept digging, kept chipping away at it, kept working at it. But we worked at it with a sense of faith, with a belief and hope. Because isn't that what faith is? Seeing something, believing in something that can't be seen. I believed I was going to be wildly successful with my martial arts schools. But did I know that for a fact? No. But my faith kept me strong and I worked through it. So, for you school owners that are struggling, you have to do it smart. You have to do it right. You have to find out your why. You have to understand your values and your purpose and establish a vision and a very clear action plan. Then you have to find the mentors and seek out the knowledge you need to be successful based upon what success means for you. And if you want 200 students, then look for somebody that's got 200 students or more and emulate some of that behavior. You know, look for that. But don't just simply think if you do the same old thing, working hard, never giving up, doing, always doing your best, that alone is a solution. It's one part of that solution of not giving up. Not giving up also means letting go of old thinking, letting go of conditioned, unauthorized patterns, thought patterns that aren't yours. Those are the things that are hindering you, because I am my own best friend. I am my own worst enemy. I wake up every day and I embrace that and I accept that. And it's a choice. I can choose to eat poorly. I can choose to be, negative. I can choose to not train. I can choose to not put time and effort into my business, and it will fail. Or I can choose to wake up every day and give my heart, give my soul with a very focused, clear action plan. It's not random. It's very, very, very focused, very deliberate in what I do. So the bottom line is, please don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Cool? Hey, Brannon Beliso, April 8th and 9th, right here in San Francisco. I'm working out the details now. I'll post it maybe later tonight or tomorrow. I'm going to head out to Antioch and visit with my instructor again, who's very sick with cancer. I try to go out there at least once a week, once every other week, and I visit him and we train, and I just want to spend this time with him while he's here. So, BrannonBeliso.com. Look for April 8th and 9th. Spread the word. Tell people don't give up. You want to be part of my It's Time with Brannon secret group? Just ask for approval. Look for it. It's for critical thinkers and thought leaders, not just martial artists. It's for critical thinkers. This is your life. This is your space. This is your race. I don't want you to think like me. I just want to inspire you to think. Cool? Until we talk again, you go out there and live your best life.